What's up, people? Illinois NAACP president is under fire for labeling migrants as savages. I'm Chibuzo Wanchuku. I would appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. The NAACP president at Illinois, Teresa Haley, made comments against the migrants that arrived lately in Chicago during a meeting with other NAACP leaders all over Illinois. She labeled them as savages, accusing them of breaking into people's homes, raping people, and so on. I wrote clips.
The president of the Illinois NAACP is coming under fire for disparaging comments she made about migrants. In video provided to ABC 7, Teresa Haley calls migrants, quote, savages. Tonight, she is denying it. ABC 7 political reporter Craig Wall has more on a call for her resignation and reaction from those defending her.
Once you agree to take that funding.
In a recent Zoom call meeting with NAACP leaders from around the state, Illinois President Teresa Haley is answering a question from a participant when she begins talking about all the migrants coming to Chicago and how they are living on the streets, and that black people have been in similar predicaments for a long time and no one cares.
But these immigrants have come over here. They've been raping people. They've been breaking into homes. They're like savages as well. They don't speak the language, and they look at us like we were crazy.
Governor J.B. Pritzker today denouncing those comments.
Reprehensible remarks. I would hope that she would apologize for the remarks. I also think that people should recognize that immigrants to this country are all around us.
Haley, reached by phone while on vacation in Dubai, denied making the comments, but when confronted about them being on video, suggested it was a fake, saying, with AI, anything is possible. Patrick Watson, who until recently was president of the DuPage County branch of the NAACP, says he resigned over those comments and other issues with Haley.
I think she should absolutely resign. I think she's unfit to be the president, the state president of the NAACP, someone that has that kind of sentiment and that kind of thought against migrant communities.
But the new branch president, Michael Childress, says Haley suspended Watson after a run-in earlier this year and that Watson resigned after a vote of no confidence from the local branch leaders. Childress also claims Haley's comments were taken out of context.
These comments are not indicative of what the NAACP stands for. But again, I'm not going to speak on behalf of Teresa Haley and say she should or shouldn't resign or things like that.
The DuPage County branch president says despite this controversy, Teresa Haley has a solid record of positive accomplishments for the NAACP, and he stands fully behind her. Craig Wall, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, I see that immigrants are everywhere. The governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, denounced those comments. He found them unacceptable. It is not okay to discriminate against migrants, but it is okay to discriminate against blacks, putting them after the migrants. By the way, the migrants are provided shelters, leaving people rightfully in the country, especially blacks, on the streets. The migrants are given food from the food bank, which the homeless black people are denied. The migrants are given job opportunities, with the black people excluded. The migrants are sleeping in warm shelters, whereas blacks who are rightfully in this country are sleeping in trains during the winter. You know, it is like very cold in Chicago. Maybe I should say freezing. The politicians are finding it okay to treat blacks like that. The Democrats not only bring in people illegally, they have them harm black people, and they think it's okay. That reminds me of something. While I've noticed that black people coming into the country, whether legally or illegally, are told bad things against black Americans, which are false. They tell other immigrants, legally or illegally, I mean non-blacks, things against blacks in general. That shows how racist this country is. Like I said before in a previous recording, the Democrats and the Republicans are on the same page about black people. The difference is that the Democrats bring in people illegally, so far as they are not blacks. They tear down those walls and have the people come in, causing trouble. They must have had those people coming from Venezuela harm the locals of Chicago, especially blacks, making them assault them like physically, sexually, and so on, breaking into their homes. That is absolutely nasty and disgusting. Now, a lot of blacks have been convinced to vote the Democrats out. If Haley should resign just because of her comments, then those politicians, Patrick Watson, the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, the Illinois governor, Pritzker, the president of the USA, Biden, and all those other Democrats who are bringing in those people, having them harm blacks, should resign from their respective positions. That would be fair. And besides, Haley was referring specifically to those people that just arrived Chicago. They have no right being in this country. Yes, those politicians should resign. If they don't resign, I hope that those illegal migrants are not eligible to vote when it's time to vote at the presidential election next year. I hope that Biden is voted out. I also hope that the next president does something to have all those illegal immigrants deported as soon as possible. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.